Hi, my name is Robert, and in this video I wanted to talk about the Big 5 personality traits. We all may know that every individuals have different personalities, and the Big 5 personality traits have been studied where we can see what influence their impact to people's characters and behavior. The Big 5 personality traits help us understand behavior in the workplace and accurately predict in many cases for future performance. Each personality type will have an impact within the working environment and amongst other stuff. With its three dimensions called OCEAN, that stands for openness, conscientiousness, extraversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. First, we have openness. The characteristics of this personality include imagination and insight. They're eager to learn and experience new things. A person with a high openness score would be willing to learn new skills and tools. Presented with more abstract problems, they are more likely to think of abstract solutions and would be focused on tackling new problems that were perhaps previously overlooked. But people with a low score tends to be viewed more traditional and conservative approach to life, and when need to solving problems out of their comfort zone of knowledge, they might be struggle. And then there is conscientiousness. Conscientiousness is a trait that includes high level of thoughtfulness, good impulse control, and goal-directed behaviors. A good example of conscientious persons would be someone you know who is always planning ahead for the next time you meet, and in the meantime, regularly staying in contact, checking on your well-being, like just saying how are you. They like to organize around certain dates and events, and they are focused on you when you meet. People with a high conscientiousness score wouldn't necessarily be sat at their desk until late. They would be keen to get there done, meet deadlines, and be self-starter, requiring a little hand-holding to get their task done. This organized and structured approach is often found with the people who work in science and higher retail finance, where detail orientation and organizations are required as a skill set. But people with a low score of it is low on the other hand, tend to dislike structure and schedules, procrastinate on important tasks, and fail to complete tasks as well. Would need a lot more focus, time, and attention to tasks at the end. Extraversion. It's easily identifiable and widely recognizable as someone who gets energized in the company of others, amongst other traits, which includes talkativeness, assertiveness, and high amounts of emotional expressiveness, have made extroverted people widely recognizable over many years of social interaction. They also thrive on being the center of attention, enjoy meeting new people, and somehow tend to have the biggest friends and acquaintance groups you have known. The opposite of it, of course, someone else in our life we may know as an introvert. They prefer solitude and have less energy in social situations. The ideal extroversion score seen by many to be leaders in a team. A high extroversion score would be do well in environments where they thrive off interactions with others. Sales, marketing, public relations require a level of people-facing skills, but technical job setups where specific focus or a degree of isolation's not going to be a good fit of this personality. Next, there is agreeableness. People who exhibit high agreeableness will show signs of trust, altruism, kindness, and affections. Highly agreeable people tend to have high prosocial behaviors, which means that they are more inclined to be helping other people. Sharing, comforting, and cooperating are traits to lend themselves to highly agreeable personality types. Empathy towards others is commonly understood as another form of agreeableness, even if the terms doesn't quite fit. A person who shows high agreeableness would suit a role where personal skills and ability to be at the service of others are needed, and in areas where they can help the most. charity workers, medicine, mental health, and even those who volunteer and dedicate time to the third sectors like social studies are high in the agreeableness chart. And of course, the opposite would be bad in strong team environment and cause significant issues in order to work towards a common goals or task. Last but not least is neuroticism. Neuroticism is characterized by sadness, moodiness, and emotional instability. Individuals who have high level of neuroticisms will tend to experience mood swings, anxiety, and irritability. A person who exhibits high neuroticisms will not be suited to a role where there are consistent change, tasks that require strong self-started tendencies or high stress levels. And of course, those who rank lower on the neurotic level will exhibit a more stable and emotional resilient attitude to stress and situations. They choose to taking time to focus on present moment and not get involved in mental arithmetic on possible stress-inducing factors. Well, to know these traits may help us to understand how we may behave in the future, in our workplace and under certain circumstances. For business, they can identify future talents, leaders, and even potential for success.